Number 1.
Is that a new cell phone, Martin?
Yeah, I got it yesterday.
What about your old one?
Donated it. A friend works for an organization that sends used phones to people in Africa who can't afford new ones.
That's great.
Yeah, and it reduces the garbage created by discarded cell phones. Did you know they contain hazardous chemicals?
No, I didn't. Actually, I've been thinking about getting a new phone. Can I pass on my old one when I do?
Sure.
Question. What does the man imply about cell phones?
Number 2.
Patricia, I heard you sent a letter to Congressman Taylor. What's he up to this time?
He's pushing this stupid industrial development near the Fairfield wetlands.
Unbelievable.
Some friends and I are campaigning to get protected status for the wetlands. It's just like when he tried to turn the old Weller farmstead into a golf course.
I'm sure you'll get a lot of support. It's about time Taylor started helping his ordinary constituents, not just his rich friends in business.
Question. What does the man imply about Congressman Taylor? Number 3.
Richard, you look really beat. What's going on?
I was here most of the night finishing that new advertising contract. The sales department said that they need it by 9 this morning.
You finished it by yourself?
Yes, unfortunately.
That's rough. Can I get you a cup of coffee or something?
That sounds like just what the doctor ordered.
Question. What's the matter with Richard?
Number 4.
Well, we've interviewed all the candidates, and now it's decision time.
I was impressed with the last applicant. He was well qualified and very articulate, and he has copywriting experience.
That's true. He also seemed ambitious. Are you sure you can stand the competition, Ruth?
Come off it. He wasn't that good.
Actually, I think he could be future management material.
In that case, maybe you should watch your own back, Bob.
Question. What does the woman imply about the applicant?
Number 5.
Judy, I guess you have a lot of free time now that both your kids have gone away to college.
Well, definitely more, but I still manage to fill the time doing things around the house.
Don't you ever find yourself getting bored?
Not at all. There are so many things I want to do. I haven't mentioned this before, but I'm going to exhibit some of my paintings at a small gallery downtown.
That's great. Congratulations. You know, I always thought you had some hidden talent. I guess it was just a matter of getting your foot in the door.
Having my own exhibition's been something I've always dreamed about, but I never imagined it would actually happen.
Good for you. Definitely send me an invitation.
Question. What do we learn about the woman?
Number 6.
Mr. Lang isn't going to be happy when he finds this mistake in our data.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll overreact. He's usually pretty considerate.
Sure, but remember the last time we messed things up?
Yeah, but this time it's nothing major. I'm sure he'll cut us some slack.
I sure hope so. We were up all night on this.
Question. How does the woman predict the boss will react?
Number 7.
Hey, Francis, I'm glad I caught you. Do you happen to have that money I lent you?
Sorry, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. Is it okay if I give you half now and the rest after my next payday?
Seriously? You promised it wouldn't be a problem to repay me this month.
I know, but I've had a couple of unexpected expenses.
It'll put me in a bit of a bind. We all have bills to pay, you know. Still, I guess half is better than nothing.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Question. What does the woman imply?
Number 8.
Steve, were you making photocopies for the board meeting again this morning?
Yeah, the vice president asked me to lend him a hand because his assistant's off sick.
Maybe it's none of my business, but aren't you too busy for that sort of thing? You're a section manager, not an assistant.
Maybe, but you never know when the shoe will be on the other foot.
I doubt the vice president would return the favor.
Not him necessarily, but we're all in this together, right? And taking an extra 15 minutes to make copies isn't the end of the world.
Suit yourself.
Question. What does the woman imply?
Number 9.
Man, I'm glad that meeting is over. What do you think of the proposed change for the sales department, Bev?
Honestly, I'm in shock. Each of us has spent all this time developing proficiency in a specific field to better serve clients. And now they want to assign us to customers simply based on location.
I mean, I know we sometimes have to travel a long way to get to a client, but I thought giving them the expertise they needed and building up a relationship was worth the time and mileage.
Right. Being restricted to a certain geographic area could cost us dozens of our existing client relationships. And building new ones will take time, too.
Well, it's done now. I guess we'll just have to share as much information about existing customers as we can with the guys in the other regions. I see one upside, though. Instead of just working in one specialist area, we'll get a chance to learn new things.
I suppose. But I still think we risk losing some of our big accounts if we make this switch.
Seems like management thinks the long-term savings in time and money will be worthwhile.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. But I won't be holding my breath.
Question. What is one thing the man says about the proposed change?
Number 10.
Hey, did you guys fill out the year-end review yet?
The one we used to evaluate last year's projects?
Yeah, we're supposed to turn it in by the end of this week.
I hate doing that. It's always about 10 pages long.
Me too. The instructions are so complicated.
I've already spent 2 hours on it, and I'm not even halfway through.
Well, I'm not going to spend so much time on it. It's just going to end up in a pile on our boss's desk like it always does.
I agree. I've never gotten any feedback regarding anything I've submitted.
Actually, our boss is not going to see it. It's going straight to human resources. New policy.
You mean there's a chance our suggestions about how to improve some processes might actually get heard?
Could be. They're specifically asking for feedback about project management.
In that case, it might be worth taking seriously. There's no way I'll get to it today, though.
Let's go through some of the key points over lunch tomorrow. If we present a united front, they might actually listen.
Okay.
I guess it couldn't hurt.
Question. What does the man imply about this year's review?